Humans are remarkably adaptable, finding ways to thrive in some of the most unexpected and unusual places. Take me, for example. I live in a small, windowless room equipped with just a microphone, an internet connection, and a rubber chicken. Don't ask me why it's there. It has its reasons. But no matter how odd my living situation is, some places are even more outlandish. From tiny, isolated islands to cities overflowing with trash. Let's explore some of the strangest places people actually call home. Number 1. The Giant Stink. The first time you hear about Manshiyat Nazar, it might sound almost ideal. Located in sunny Cairo, Egypt, this area boasts low unemployment, extremely cheap housing, and a community that describes itself as generally happy. The catch: the entire city is blanketed in garbage. Well, you can't have everything, right? Mountains of trash bags, shattered bottles, torn up newspapers, splintered wood, tin cans, and wrappers. The grime of humanity flows openly through Manshiyat Nazar. Why does this garbage-filled city exist? Despite being a bustling metropolis with a population of 20 million, Cairo never invested in an advanced waste management system. So, the responsibility of trash disposal fell on the people. As Cairo expanded, residents struggled to find new places to dump their ever-growing waste. Manshiyat Nazar ultimately became the city's unofficial landfill, and the people living there took on this dirty work. Known as the Zabaleen, or trash people, residents often go door-to-door collecting garbage, which they then bring back to their neighborhood. Once home, the Zabaleen meticulously sort through the trash, recycling glass, repurposing plastic, and salvaging whatever materials they can. Despite the nature of their work, the Zabaleen are astonishingly efficient, recycling up to 85% of the waste they handle, which is over 4 times more effective than many conventional waste management systems. Still, living in Manshiyat Nazar comes with severe challenges. Illness and poor conditions are widespread, and most Zabaleen are among Cairo's poorest citizens. Escaping this cycle is tough, and for those born there, imagining a life beyond trash-strewn streets can feel like a far-off dream. Remember, always treat your garbage collectors with the respect they deserve. Number 2. Sealand. Have you ever dreamed of living on a desert island but just can't stand the idea of sand? Well, let me introduce you to the Principality of Sealand. Impressive, isn't it? What you're looking at is a metal platform off the eastern coast of the United Kingdom, covering just 1 acre of surface area, or a mere 0.0015 square miles. Originally called Fort Ruffs, this platform was one of several built during World War II by the British for defense. It was decommissioned in 1956, having outlived its purpose. Fast forward to 1967, when Paddy Roy Bates, a former major in the British Royal Army, took over the platform and declared it the independent Principality of Sealand. If you were to take Sealand seriously, it would be the smallest country in the world by a long shot. Even Vatican City, currently the smallest recognized nation, spans 110 acres. That's 110 times bigger than Sealand. But here's the thing. Sealand's independence isn't recognized by any official nation. Today, only Prince Michael Bates, Roy's son, and his wife call Sealand home, though they spend most of their time in more conventional countries. And who can blame them? Sealand is smaller than a football field. If you do want to visit, be prepared to be lifted aboard by a pulley system, and don't expect much. The interior is pretty humble. Despite its tiny size and population, Sealand has some features of a real country: a coat of arms, a tourism board, its own currency called the Sealand dollar, and even passports, which, like its independence, aren't recognized by any government. And yes, even Sealand has faced political drama. In 1978, a group of mercenaries attempted to take over Sealand, but were fought off by the Bates family. When the invaders were captured, a German diplomat had to come to Sealand to negotiate their release. Paddy Bates saw this as a win, believing it implied Sealand's status as a legitimate nation. So, what do you think? Is Sealand a real country or just a giant hunk of metal in the ocean? Or maybe both? If you think it's real, give this video a like. And if you're into massive chunks of metal, hit that subscribe button. All set? Awesome. Now, where are we heading next? Number 3. Lonely on top of the rock. Sometimes we get exhausted from the constant hustle and bustle of modern life and just want to escape. We long for somewhere remote, somewhere quiet, somewhere completely isolated. Ah, this place looks perfect. Allow me to introduce you to Lea Island. This tiny, picturesque island is the northeasternmost landmass in the Westman Archipelago, a group of 18 islands off the coast of Iceland. Covering just 110 acres, Lea Island is roughly the same size as the world's smallest recognized nation that we mentioned before, Vatican City. Yet, despite all that space, there's only one single, lonely building on the island, often called the loneliest house in the world. But don't let the dramatic nickname fool you. The house isn't a permanent residence. And no, it wasn't built by a reclusive billionaire as a zombie apocalypse safe house, nor does it belong to musician Bjork, contrary to wild internet rumors. The truth is a lot simpler. It was built in 1953 by a local hunting association to provide temporary shelter for puffin hunters. Lea Island is teeming with puffins, which aren't protected in Iceland and are hunted for their feathers, meat, and even oil. I'm not sure how tempting a puffin burger would be, though. Before this hunting lodge existed, the island was home to 5 families who made a living by fishing and raising livestock. However, by the 1930s, the last of these families had moved away. Today, the lodge has no permanent residence, but it does have several rooms and can be rented for overnight stays. Just know that getting there is a challenge in itself. And once you arrive, finding things to do might be even harder. Maybe puffin hunting is an option. And that's a wrap on some of the strangest places people actually live, from trash-filled communities to isolated island lodges. It's amazing to see how adaptable humans can be. Which of these bizarre places surprised you the most? Let me know in the comments. If you enjoyed this journey through the world's unusual homes, hit like and subscribe for more fascinating content. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.